Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, the political tension and the confusion that has surrounded the Siaya governor, James Orengo, finally came to an end. There have been rumors, but yesterday we did report, of course, quoting the Standard newspaper, that they had spoken with the Siaya County Speaker, George Okode, and he had confirmed that Orengo was in the country. He jetted in quietly or secretly, and I think he was getting some bed rest or something, and that he would appear in the burial of the late gallant heroine Phoebe Asiyo. And we thought this was just another rumor because we've always heard that, oh, he was flown to America for treatment, he was poisoned, what. But it came out to be true. And James Orengo appeared to a very heroic reception. The people are very happy to see him.
Honorable Dr. Ivo Bara, Honorable Dr. Lilian Gogo, Honorable Dr. Joyce Osogo Bensuda, Honorable Dr. Beatrice Ogola. The least educated among them are the loudest also, which is myself and Honorable Mili. But now we have been sent back to school and we are reading to get our PhDs. Your Excellency, when you come to the men of Homa Bay, we welcome very much. Oh,
Now, it didn't end there, ladies and gentlemen. James Orengo knew very well that there was a lot of confusion, a lot had been said, and he did not let that go. He spoke in Luo deliberately before he continued his speeches in English. And James said, because James has a nickname in Luland, he's called Nyatieng. Nyatieng simply means a rock. That is the direct translation that I can give. And Orengo said that he understands that many things have been said about him in his absence, and he said he is part and parcel of all those discussions, but he assured them of one thing, that himself as a rock, he cannot be faded away. And he told the people that he has just metamorphosized into another strong politician. He will not back off. He will continue. I want us to listen to Orengo. Once again, kindly subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell if you are watching for the first time. Please like and share videos. This is Orengo.
Homa Bay, oye! Homa Bay, oye! Poka winjo ujo Homa Bay, oye! To Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and all Cabinet Secretaries who are here, including the Prime Cabinet Secretary, to our leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, to Min Piny Nyawang'aya, gi jotelo duto mochopo kae. Atimo mos ahinya, nachopo ka weche mang'eny osewachi, to an bende an kodu e wechego duto mosewachi. Adwa nanuoyo mana kapok aloso kuom Phoebe ni an Orengo Nyatieng angima, an Orengo kidi. Onge kamadhiye, Korea ka roch brach. I want to say a few words because this is a very solemn occasion. This lady here, I can say honestly, if we trace back to the movement for human rights and talking about women's rights being human rights, Phoebe Asiyo was ahead of her time. She started that struggle before independence and continued with it. I can say that I'm one of the few people who are privileged to have served with Phoebe Asiyo in Parliament. At the time when Phoebe was first elected in Parliament, it was a very difficult time for women leaders to be in Parliament. I know now Homa Bay has taken the lead. We have more women elected in Homa Bay County more than anywhere else. And this is a great testimony to Phoebe Asiyo. I knew at the time when Phoebe used to take up very serious issues in Parliament. The Parliament at that time, those who were there with me at that time, there were so many male charlatans, many male chauvinists, and many male misogynists.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that settles the whole discussion. I know from your own interpretation, from the countenance of James Orengo, I don't know. I don't know whether this was predetermined in my mind, but I thought Orengo was a little bit, weak, but he spoke very strongly. So we need to let things behind us. Whether he was poisoned, whatever happened, we thank God that Orengo is alive. He survived it. As I've always said on this channel, life is in the hands of God. In a country that is full of political assassinations, we do not know. We just thank God that he is alive. Sometimes when you are hospitalized, some people don't make it. And I think even the Siaya County members will be very happy because they had even petitioned. They really wanted to know where is their governor. Even those who are being accused to have a hand in his alleged, sickness, I know we're really feeling very bad. People had even started pointing accusing fingers to the former spokesperson Orengo. You can only imagine in a country where rumor spreads like fire in the wilderness. You can imagine if Orengo had not made it, where do you think Orengo would have hidden his head? Because the opponents would have just run away with that narrative. He killed him just because of some blogs going on. Even Oburu Odinga, even Raila himself, people like Katande, it would have been a very big burden on them. Sometimes as a politician, very many things are said about you. You can imagine how the Luo politicians would have been trying to exonerate themselves, to explain to the people we are not part of it. It's not very easy. And it's very bad when you know that it is only you and your God who knows the truth. And when that case is left in the courts of the public opinions, you know how judgmental it can be. And you can only imagine how maybe the opposition would have run away with that narrative. What about William Ruto himself? People had started saying he met William Ruto that day when he was, allegedly forced to go and lead a Siaya County delegation to the State House. And they say that is where the rain started beating him. It would have been very, very difficult. It would have been very difficult for them. So now that he's back, I think the best thing that should happen is there must be reconciliation between Orengo and Dual, because the deputy governor said that the county speaker had usurped the executive powers. He thought that in the absence of Orengo, he should have been running the affairs of Siaya County. But that was not possible because even the last time that they saw each other was during that SEA delegation to State House. So they have not been talking. There should be reconciliation now. But ladies and gentlemen, another thing, you saw how people were very happy to see James Orengo. It only tells you that they agree with what he says. No, in politics, people only agree with what you say. There are only two things. If they don't agree with you, they boo and heckle you. But if you see them giving, James Orengo such a resounding reception, then it means they agree with him. It means that even this thing about the broad-based, there are people who agree, with it, but they don't condemn those who have got a divergent opinion. Because in the presence of Raila, Oburu, even the Homa Bay governor who was the host, Gladys Wanga, they would have booed James Orengo, but he was really welcomed, telling me that they agree with it. They agree with the divergent opinions, and they still feel that we cannot be gagged. Even if you are in the broad-based government, you must be allowed to express your opinion. And perhaps by extension, people like Sifuna could also be embraced the same way. So I think this discussion must rest. The SEA governance in the country has been seen alive. We kept on making noise. Why is it that we are told is there? We wanted to see him. We wanted him to give us that assurance that he's Nyatieng, he's back. No one will intimidate him. We wanted to see him walk and talk. We are now home and dry that at least he's alive and things will be running. That's my take, ladies and gentlemen. We wish him all the best.